So I don't really love to cook as the primary cook in this family. However, what I do like is to jazz up the meals when I do cook, right? I'm looking for spices, seasonings, dry rubs, and I found a good place. It is Artisan Dry Goods made by beautiful Briny C. So a little bit of everything to spice up, jazz up your meal. It is a local store right here in Atlanta, but ready to ship out to you all over the world.
Absolutely, and they're legit. I'm gonna be honest with you here. Forbes, The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, and Oprah's magazine. And
Oh,
you know Oprah only
oh.
gonna promote the good stuff. All right, so check them out. Instagram, beautiful Briny C. Make your kitchen better. All right, I'm talking about real good ingredients, urban gardens, local farms. So it's good for your taste buds, good for your body. Check them out, and let's get to the episode. What's going on, good people? Welcome back to another episode of Sum It Up with the Sumners. It's your boy Damon.
Good choice.
You know what it is. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us. We are talking about TV, relationships, and why is it good for us, and hopefully it's good for you. It's going to be a fun one here, so settle back and get into it with us here. Before we jump in, as always, we appreciate y'all, the support. Always so much love. Thank y'all so much. People are subscribing on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. Watch us. Look at the body language. Catch the eyes. Get in with us. Patreon, bonus episodes, exclusive content here, the Facebook, and of course, the Apple reviews. Rate and review us. We got one this week.
All right, today's comes from Funny. It's titled Funny and So Relatable. It comes from K. Daniel. And it says, finally, a podcast that's real. Damon and Katoya talk about real families, real kids, real relationships, and the joys and problems that come along with them. This podcast is heartwarming, therapeutic, funny, and full of great wisdom and advice.
Come on now.
So well said.
That's it.
Thank you so much. 5 stars. We appreciate it. And if you have not, please, please, please rate, review, give us some words. We appreciate them if you didn't know.
Absolutely. Let's dig into it.
Dig.
Let's dig into it.
Dig.
TV. We love TV.
We do.
We're huge fans of good television. It has been a staple in our relationship for a long time. We watched TV differently growing up, and so it's been a journey to watch TV collectively as a couple. You know, it'd be 16 years, 13 years married this year, so you know, had to hit it with the stats one last time.
This guy.
But yeah, it's been something that's been a part of us, and we really find value and enjoyment, and we feel like there is a real value in it because it can bring up good conversation, good dialogue, and just good times together as a couple.
It's true. I mean, oftentimes people look at TV and they're like, oh, TV, oh, y'all ain't really doing nothing. And I mean, maybe, right? If that's all you're doing, maybe you got some questions. You can't Netflix and chill all the time. You can't Hulu and hump.
That's not a thing.
It's not sticking?
That's not, it's not sticking.
You can't Disney Plus in. I don't know. But
no, we know. We definitely know.
You can't do those things all the time, but there is value in like the connection that can be brought or the conversation that can be brought from a good, mentally stimulating, visually satisfying
like
TV show.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think that's the part that we want to talk about. You know it. You've sat down with your girlfriends. You've got a watch party. It's the one thing where you connect with people left and right all about whether you know them or don't know them. And, you know.
Good TV will bring strangers together.
It does.
You're a living testimony to that. Good TV, you will talk about good TV with anybody that match.
You'd be like, oh, we're completely different. Oh, you on this side, I'm on this side. Oh, you this way and I'm this way. But did you watch the episode last night?
I did watch it.
Oh,
I did.
Okay, we can connect then. We good. Like, we just got to find one commonality, and it's that we like this TV show. Same goes in our relationships. Get you a good TV and go in and see where it kind of leads you. Our binge started for us back in the day when we enjoyed the good old, our first 2 shows that we binge were 24 and Heroes.
Ooh.
Went to Blockbuster.
Blockbuster.
It was still a thing.
Still popping.
They were on their way out.
On the way.
But still a thing. And we were behind on 24, but loved it. Love 24. And it was, we had to catch up. And we would join these watch parties, but we would go to Blockbuster and just go get one after the other, and then be so fully invested in it.
One of the best things about these when we would start the binge, because that was, first off, to be honest, I don't know if I had ever used the word binge before.
Yeah, I don't think it was
right. Like binge, it's like Zoom. You know how Zoom is so popular of a word now. Hey, just we zooming, we zooming, we gonna zoom, and it's just like it's in our just in our language now. But binge wasn't in the language
like
before.
LOL.
Yeah, like it wasn't in. Hey man, I'm Uber. I'm an Uber over there. Like nobody was using the word Uber before whatever. And so all that to say, it was a fantastic way. We were poor and in college at this time dating. It was a great date night, and it still is a great date night. So if you want to get some candles, if you want popcorn, put the kids down. If you got kids, like there's definitely a time and a place to sit back, unwind with some good television. Because we've had good TV in our lives for a long time, and there's just a time and a place, because I know there's a lead to good conversation, but in general, when you find something good, that the satisfaction and the joy that you get out of it makes you feel good, and we know that when we talk about being in a relationship, if you go do something over here, then you come back feel good. It's just gonna make everything better, right? But so if we could watch a show together, it's just gonna lift our spirits. We're gonna be laughing more, or we're just gonna be into it and in tune more together. So when you find a good TV, it more times than not probably is gonna, when you can sit back and watch it together, it's gonna help you out for a little bit right there. And if it goes on a little further, ain't nothing wrong with that either. But that was the binge era for sure. That was the binge era, and one of the biggest things about TV is that we love good dialogue, good conversation. And one of our favorite shows, of course, after 24 and after Heroes, Save the Cheerleader, Save the World, was The Walking Dead. Now, I'm still holding strong. Katoria spent a lot of time with me in the show, but this was a fantastic show.
Wait, it's still going on? Those old.
It is not. And so...
It really hasn't ended?
No. And so what is important is that this show was one of our favorite shows, and the show was about what? What would you say? Essentially, Walking Dead is about
survival in an apocalypse.
Bang. So it's all about surviving, right? And so one of the best things about great television, as we know, is that it leads to great conversation. And we have one of our favorite conversations. I think favorite is
the wrong word.
Sure, that's
our most hostile conversations.
It might have been one of our most hostile conversations around a television episode.
Yeah, it was. So essentially, here we are in the apocalyptic world, which I believe is 100% true, right? I mean, I'm ready for this moment. After watching Walking Dead, I committed my life to being ready for an apocalypse.
We got a sword down.
And then the pandemic came, and I was like, oh, bet, been ready.
This about to go down.
It's going down. Yeah. Who's ready? Where's the herb garden? Where's our
we need a medic.
Steaks?
We need a medic. She said this the other day. She's like, I feel like I could be the medic for the zombie apocalypse.
It's not true at all. I said no one wants me to be the medic because all I can do is mix essential oils.
No, but you have to feel good about your CPR. Your CPR certification.
I didn't feel good. I just said, I hope no one needs me to save everybody because all I got is a CPR certification. And how much pressure that is on anyone who has a CPR certification to save someone's life.
That's a lot.
That's what I said.
That's a lot of pressure.
But anyway, I'm ready. But what happens on the show, again, zombies are coming, zombies are happening. There's the two sisters that lost their family and they adopt these girls into their camp.
Yes.
The older sister loves the zombies and thinks that they need to like be free and roam and all of this weird stuff, and we're trying to kill them and put them away. Well, she sacrifices her little sister and was like, she needed to be with the zombies.
Be free.
And they were like, oh snap, we turned her back for 5 seconds and you killed your sister.
Woo.
You're the liability. You are dangerous. And it's an apocalyptic world and we ain't got resources to help you. Mm-mm. So we only got a couple decisions to make.
Only a few choices.
You gotta go. We're going to leave you out here to wander the streets yourself and get eaten up. And that's pretty much it.
Well, they also could have taken her on
and
just had this angst and anxiety about her.
They already had that. And so they were like,
they didn't know she was a murderer.
Now that you killed someone, we no longer can just walk around in that anxiety of your mental instability, essentially. And so they tell her to turn around, look at the flowers, and we never see her again because they sacrificed her.
Yes.
And these are children, but this was like the logical thing that they thought they needed to do to protect everyone. And I was really sad. I was like, dang, that's so sad. They ain't got no resources.
We were all sad.
I was really sad because there were no resources. And Damon was like, man, they had to do what they had to do. And I was like, oh, dang, we have one kid this time. This is a mission. And I was like, okay, let me pull his heartstrings. If that was a mission, what would you do? And he was like, he'd have to look at the flowers. And I was like, I don't trust you. No more. In this fake scenario,
Listen,
I don't like nothing you said.
I want to give
try
my
to do
point.
nothing.
No, because
But
my
say,
point is valid.
You're right, babe.
Not at all. All right, because he's gone. We had the same options. They were going to have to leave us for dead, essentially.
No, we already died.
No.
This is what somebody would do to our kid. You ain't around.
I'm not dead.
You are dead.
Yeah, I'm alive.
You are in
I made the hard sacrifice to let my son look at the flowers.
That's not true.
That's a survivor's mentality.
No, you're not the one. They killing your kid because you died already.
No.
That's what happened to her day pants.
No.
You know, Jamie would keep trying to like twerk these scenarios because he done forgot.
You gotta give the whole
about
story.
this.
You gotta get the whole
story.
The story was we were
So
surviving.
it happened 8 years ago. Still a sensitive subject.
It is a
Moving
sensitive
on.
subject, okay? Because
That's pretty much it.
y'all would have, I would have had to. Now you made it harder, and I would have to leave 2 people I care about. That was a joke. But what I am saying, you got to make hard decisions, and this was great conversation for us as a couple.
It was.
And we're stronger now. We're
No,
stronger now
clearly-
in the pandemic.
Clearly
as
we're
a
not.
unit, as a team.
Yeah.
Team 703.
Anyway, these type of dialogues can happen. More fruitful ones can happen as well.
For sure.
But this was one that really caused some tension in our marriage for sure.
We've had a lot of good conversations about TV.
It is true, and they bring on more. So also, we decide that we have TV that are our shows that we watch individually and shows that we watch together.
Yes.
That are our shows that we spend time coming at the end of the day, trying to figure out what we're gonna watch, getting our dinner ready, watching this, getting ready for the rest of the night.
Yes.
Because it's going down most likely after that. You're just trying to enjoy your date night, right? Dates don't always have to be inside. I mean, outside, they can be inside. And this is a way to have a good date night, especially when you can get stimulated by way of some good conversation that comes after it. So,
It's one thing to know that the television is going to be just enjoyable. It's also something to know that it can actually have real value in your relationship. Like, it's just, there's something about having that show that you watch. Let us know wherever you're watching this. Maybe it's on IG, maybe it's in Facebook, whatever case. Let us know what's the show y'all are watching. What's y'all's show right now? And maybe it's something that y'all just finished. Maybe it's a show we want to know. Because right now we've got a couple shows we're excited about that's coming back. We just finished another show that we're watching. Because you got to have y'all shows, and then you got to have your show, right? And so, and we've been together for a long time. So finding that balance and finding out what works for us as a unit has been important, right? So that I'm not only pulling her mostly to my side or vice versa. We're like, all right, we like these shows together. And that's still another part about being with someone you care about for a long time or even a short time, walking in understanding, communication. Like, if you're just going to sit and watch murder mysteries with me, it's like, I'm just really just watching your shows.
that's true.
Right? And if I was just really watching only, shows about a 19-year-old who's trying to figure out her life in New York City, I'd be like, man, I'm just kind of watching your show.
That's true.
Oh, she a witch. I knew she was a witch.
Yep. Man, I didn't know it was about magic. Well, you like magic.
So it's all important for that show. But listen, we're gonna dig into a little bit more about television, but we'll be back after this break with our sponsors. What's going on, good people? Before we get back to our episode, we want to shout out one of our sponsors, Unbox Boredom. That's right. Unbox Boredom is a fun subscription board game service that delivers board games directly to your door for you to keep.
Yeah, and it's for all type of gamers, right? So, and bringing us back to the classic, unplugging from the screens and good old board games, right? And from many different options, from strategy to family and even party games. And unlike many subscriptions, Unbox Boredom allows you to change your subscription. You can go from monthly to bi-monthly and even quarterly. And for every 10 subscriptions, Unbox Boredom will donate one to a family who can't afford one.
Absolutely. And we got a special promo code right now that can give you free shipping on your first box, and it's called Sum It Up. That's right. Sum It Up will get you free shipping on your first box. So check them out. Online, you can check them out at unboxboredom.com, or also you can check them out on Instagram, Unbox Boredom.
Virtual wine tastings? Sign us up. And we did. with Couch and Cork, and it was such a good time. We got the wine, they did the rest. We had our friends, and we're still talking about this time many days later.
Absolutely. It's a highly personalized, fun, full service, inclusive experience. It's not just for the ladies, fellas. I'm talking about it's for everybody, your friends, your family, your colleagues, whoever. On top of that, we got a special promo code right now, Sumners15. Not just for 10, but for 15% off. That's right, Sumners15. 15% off. Check them out on the gram, Couch and Cork, or couchandcork.com for an in-home wine tasting experience. You won't regret it.
So, coming back on, I also want to just clear up my shows. I understand that the shows I watch are BC levels, okay? But I enjoy them. If you don't know me, I enjoy witchcraft.
That's a way to start a conversation.
And I enjoy superhero powers and fantasy because I like to take a moment to get up out of the real world.
That's
I do
important.
not watch reality TV. I have no desire to keep investing in drama. My own life has its own drama. Right? And so I don't want to go and enjoy somebody else's drama. I don't want that.
And
I
on
only
top of that,
wanna-
that drama is also like higher level.
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of real. Then it's not even like relatable to me. I'll be like, I don't get that.
Why you arguing in a prom
Yeah,
dress?
but what is relatable is powers. So I enjoy watching powers.
Powers.
It's just so funny to me because I truly like I hope for them one day. But and so I feel like when I watch the TV I enjoy that like I'm channeling that
Yeah.
and I'm like and like I wake up and I look at my hands. Just trying to see did I charge up? Is it in me? Anyway, but our shows together are far more like a little bit heavier and they channel a lot of thought and processing. And Damon's more of a heavy hitter. He watches a lot of like
just mystery. Just
yeah,
I like
mystery,
suspense.
crime,
I like drama.
Yeah.
I think one thing though that you hit on about your shows that you enjoy. I think you used this word a little while ago. Escape.
Yeah.
Like as individual, right, with your friends, as a couple, escape is important. Escape hobbies, right, hanging out with friends. We've talked about that stuff in other episodes. But like also just like unwinding from instead of talking about bills and talking about the kids and talking about worries and whatever.
This bed over here,
Right? We got clothes on this bed. Y'all can't see it right now. You can't see it. You got clothes on your bed too. But anyway, that escape just is important as well. To whether it's something just silly, we watch just silly comedies where you can just escape and just laugh.
Yeah.
Or you can get sucked up into this mystery about these 4 people in England in 1842, and it's just like, let's just escape. So that's also another thing to just relax. It's that self-team care that's just really important. And with that, I think one thing that's important to know is we've escaped for a long time together is to know how each other like to escape, because there's really 2 types of people when they watch TV. And we've talked about different types of people when it comes to conflict. And there's really 2 types of people. And listen to me. Before I say this, I need you. We need you to tell us who you are. We need that, okay? So, there's 2 types of people when it comes to television. There's Katoya and her gang, and they are detectives.
Her gang.
They are...
Gang.
detectives. Detectives, long story short, they are trying to beat the writers. They're trying to figure out the end before the end is coming.
You will not best me.
That's it.
I am watching your show, and how great I am depends on how great you were. And if I don't figure it out, it's because you were not that great.
What?
Because I'm a detective.
Maybe.
You should be giving me all the answers.
That's one thing. That's the side note. That's one thing Katoya does not like, which I disagree with, but that's why we're together. She does not like...
Beats, they be like, first of all, I don't even like when you don't tell me time passed. 5 years later, thank you.
Please.
Now I'm like, what is this? I hate that. I hate that so bad.
You also hate when people, they get to the end and then they show you something they didn't show you earlier.
I'm like, we were with you at that scene. Why didn't you show that piece of paper was on the ground? And then you gonna flash back that it was on the ground? I think that's cheating.
She does.
And I don't believe that's great. I think that, like, why wouldn't you show me that? I'm watching your
But
show.
that happens when they're on a phone call. They don't necessarily say what's going on the other end of that phone call. That's how people still hold their phone in 2021. It's, hello? Click. Hello? With the thumb. Am I lying? If you're watching the video, you only get it. I don't know any other way to how to hold the phone. It's like, hello? How do you hold a... This is a walkie-talkie. Hello? Oh, it's... You hold the phone with the pinky out and the thumb up.
It's 2020, 2021 way. Is this? This how you hold your phone.
A brick? Hello? What you got? A satellite phone? You in the military?
If you're not watching, please just try to hold your phone.
Try to simulate holding the phone. A smartphone.
A smartphone. And act like you own it.
How do you hold a smartphone?
Did you ever done that before?
I had never done it before.
Now, here you go right here.
This is it.
Here you go right here.
Hello? It's like you listen to a mini boombox in 92. Hello? What? Hello?
That's because we so used to doing this.
That's it. But this wasn't even a phone in 92.
Listen, you're just trying your best.
Hello?
Anyway,
Yes.
I forgot how we even got on that.
I don't know. But I'm just going to open up to y'all and say we've been recording for an hour. And we a little loose. We're a little loose out here, guys. We giving y'all
I'm
best.
so disappointed, y'all. We have said this twice.
This was going to be a technical error type of episode, but we committed.
Ooh.
We committed for y'all. Anyway, so there's the detective gang, right?
Yeah, you got a detective.
Now, if you're like me, you are a receiver. You sit with your mouth open, with your hands out, and you just like a baby bird, and you receive whatever they give you. I'm not thinking about any questions. If they didn't say it as a writer, I don't know about it as a thinker. I just sit and I receive it and I enjoy it because when those twists come and those surprises pop up, I'm like, oh, what? He was in the bathroom the whole time?
I'm like, duh, did you see the way the camera was angled? There was somebody in that bathroom.
I'm like, I'm just receiving.
It's so annoying.
It is so annoying. And so let us know. Let us know which one. Are you more of a, and I get it. Don't be like polar. I'm gonna choose a side. Are you a receiver or are you primarily a detective?
Yeah, I'm definitely a detective.
He's like, damn, what's that got to do with relationships? Understanding. Because we, in the past, we would have tension. We would have conflict because we're coming into this escape and time to relax. And we're coming from it from two different perspectives. I'm like, shh, no talking. I'm receiving. And you asking questions and intrigued and trying to have a thoughtful conversation. So we've had to grow in that as a couple over the years here.
And we really have. The pause button is great.
Pause button is great.
And just understanding that is how I need to process. I'm watching this show, but I'm constantly trying to figure out how to do it. And I know that Damon's trying to receive, so I'm like, what you don't receive? Mm-hmm. Did you do that? What? Yeah. I just need what you received in case to fill in my missing pieces. I go to Damon with a notepad.
Did you?
So did you see that? Okay.
Oh, that's what you thought.
Did you see that angle?
I've helped her solve many mysteries, but I do not take cases myself.
Yeah, I take all. Yeah, I don't. I take the case. I sign up for your TV show. I'm like, hey,
Sherlock Holmes. Like no.
What are the missing pieces? I don't know why I'm like that, but I also like don't really like suspense, right? Like I love suspense shows, but I don't really like the feeling of the anxiety of the suspense. Sure. So I'm like, no, there's no need for suspense if I can suspect it. So therefore, I'm going to suspect what is coming up next so that I can see where we're going. It's like a safety. Safety.
You know, television, just you saying that, it can teach you about yourself a little bit. Like I have some friends who don't watch horror for various reasons about how they feel and about life and death and things on screen. And I know a certain stuff, like as a comic, there's certain type of comedies I'm not a big fan of, but I can appreciate. And then also thinking about just suspense and angst, and somebody might have more anxiety in their life.
I love them. I still hit this sometimes.
She do.
I still will cover my eyes and like peek. I still do that.
Out.
I just be like, ooh, that was tough. All right, I'm here.
I don't like a lot of gore.
I don't like no gore. I don't even want to watch that.
When I see,
it's only suspense. I can't do. You go past suspense, death, killing, then I ain't with it. But if you going into horror,
if I know
unsensible stuff,
if I know they're about to put something through somebody's face, I'm not gonna look. If I know this stick is about to go through his forehead, I'm not gonna. I'm just too mental, and I know that about myself. Why? Because of television. That's it.
Yeah, listen. What we're saying is some of the most trivial stuff and actually add value back into your relationship and to figuring out who you are. Who knew TV could do that?
One of the most important things you can know about your significant other is, are they okay with you watching y'all show without them?
Is it okay? Hey, babe, I can't make it, but I know you're supposed to watch TV and you all geared up to watch it. Is it okay to press play?
I think we have done an amazing job with this.
I just used my...
You did. Hello? You got to pick it up like Madea. See, how do you even use it? Oh, she does text with both thumbs. If you're not on YouTube, you're missing this. So this is an all physical comedy. This is we're doing all Jim Carrey physical act outs. Anyway, I think the only time I remember one time, I don't remember the show, and I don't know if you remember this. One time we were watching a show together. It's coming back to me. And I think maybe I had to take a trip, maybe it was a cruise or something. And I come back.
And I finished.
And she finished the whole season without me. It could have been season 1 of Dear White People. It was something that lasted like 3-4 years. And I was disappointed. I thought we were better than that.
I didn't have nothing else. And he was gone.
And I was gone.
And that's not, and it's not right. Now, I've also watched something before, didn't tell him, and rewatched it with him.
Stop! This is breaking news. wait a minute. Are you? Is this just a joke for the podcast?
This is serious.
Wait a minute.
I was like, yeah, I seen it. I'm just watching.
Wait a minute.
I think we left off an episode.
What show is this?
I think it was episode 5.
I'm like, this show. Somebody watching our account. This ain't already been watched. Oh no! You know, one of our friends got the same account. What show is this? You can't think of the show right now. Top of your head.
I can't.
In the last 2 or 3 years, give or take. Yeah. One of our big shows. This is new.
I'm pretty sure.
This is fresh.
To be really honest, I finished Bridgerton.
Before we finished it? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Guys, this is hot off the press. Hold up. Listen, I'm going to ask you 2 questions.
I didn't say nothing.
You did.
And I didn't even detectify it.
You did.
I just was like...
I just want to be clear what you're saying. Because it's important to have clarity in a relationship. We finished Bridgerton in the time that we did. But before we watched that season finale, episode 8, you had already finished the season. I don't even know. That's not on our script. When we outlined the episode, it wasn't Katoya big reveal. It wasn't. We didn't have top secret drop after. We didn't have that on the Google Doc.
Yeah, I was like, it was so good, I'm just gonna watch it again.
Wow.
Just
so
2 episodes.
you just knew that she was just going.
Yep, I knew it.
Boy, and I'm over there too.
Exactly. I was like, oh, it's fine. I'll just let him receive. I already received it. Anyway, but yeah, no, and it does help you know.
We learned a lot about
who you are. You do need to know the rules. I knew not to say anything.
You did know that. You did know that.
I should not have watched it, but I don't know what happened. I think I just.
Well, I would have had not want to watch it with you.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like if somebody,
you're like, hey, babe,
you know them, be like, nah, I'm not gonna watch that with you.
You're ordering chicken strips too, then I'm gonna order something else. Like I'm not. You better watch it.
It's true. So we are not the people. So you got to stick to it if you're gonna do it.
Yeah, we're not rewatchers. That's just a side note.
I'm so sorry.
People, you got the hiccups. It's 11 o'clock. We're making it to this episode.
Oh no!
Get yourself something. We are professionals, ma'am.
I'm trying to make them stop.
Side note, because we're already out the hinges. Hiccups are one of the most disrespectfully embarrassing things as an adult. It's like biting your tongue.
Yep.
It is so funny to me, and I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm just like, why in the world can I not control this? Why is there no cure for hiccups? As a people, we got Wi-Fi, we got Teslas driving themselves on the highway, but there's no remedy for hiccups as an adult.
I let him have that moment while I grab some water.
I don't like it. I held my own. I tried to just take it for a second and hold my own. Let's get out of here.
All right.
Last few things. So some of our favorite episodes, and we want to leave a few. Yes, TV shows. Thank you. A few recommendations. Please let us know if you're watching any, and we're definitely this week going to be looking for recommendations as well because we love good TV. But some of our current favorite shows that are happening now or hopefully coming back this year, no particular order, Miss Maisel. The Marvelous Miss Maisel.
Hulu.
No.
Amazon.
The only reason we go to Amazon Prime, correct me if I'm wrong for any of the major show, is for The Marvelous Miss Maisel.
Yeah.
2 seasons.
Comedy, hilarious.
Hilarious.
Must watch.
Must watch.
She's to die for.
And the dad is just,
I forgot Abe.
the dad is
God,
just as
dog.
good. He's
Abe,
a
I
legend.
miss you, Abe.
Hey, what do you mean?
Abe, keep you laughing. So we're not gonna take this too long.
No.
So some of our favorites. We're just gonna share some of our favorite
Yes.
TV shows. Let us know if you're feeling it.
Comment.
Let us know what else you're watching.
Please.
I will do this as the ultimate disclaimer. There is such good TV out there from every network.
Every streaming device.
To every streaming, to documentaries, to
Yes.
different types,
Yes.
to all the genres. So these are just a few.
Just
and
a
I know
few.
we're missing many.
We're missing a ton.
Right? And the fact that we've seen, Breaking Bad. Like there's some old ones that are just good and gone.
Get it.
But this is what we are currently watching.
watching.
You know, a little filter that you do on Instagram said currently eating. Right now we're currently watching.
Is that a filter? Huh.
Yep. Yeah, well it's not really a filter, but it's like a
I guess you knew about that too
I
before
think.
you told me about it.
that's why I just shared it with the people. But Marvelous Miss Maisel, we love.
And
Handmaid's Tales.
Handmaid's Tales.
Oh
Who
my gosh.
You don't watch
it's
that.
love hate because it is dramatic. Another apocalypse moment.
It's dramatic.
And it's ridiculous, and you're gonna leave angry.
Ridiculous.
Westworld, fire, my girl, Dolores. She's
Dolores.
crazy, but she's good and she's bad all at the same time. And it's about It's about like drone. What are they?
Yeah, what was that? There's a
what did
amusement
they
park
make?
about. What are they called?
Not surrogates.
No, not surrogates. We're gonna think about it before the episode's
Man,
over.
what are they? They're like
It's something. They called a specific name. We can't think right now.
they
It's
do
like
have a different
we'll think
name.
about it. Insecure. Issa Rae. Listen, we're team Issa Rae. Let me tell you right now.
all day, every day.
All day, every day.
She's like, it's like Brandy Issa. That's a big deal.
That's how it goes.
Brandy,
for both
Beyonce,
of us.
Issa.
That's just how
Somewhere.
it flows around that area. Depends on the week. But Insecure is one of our favorites for sure. And then we just finished it. You probably already watched it. If not, check it out. Lovecraft Country.
That'll
HBO.
blow your mind. That'll blow your mind.
Woo!
It's just so complicated.
It was later.
It's like race and magic.
And magic.
In this.
In history. It's great.
It's
great.
everywhere. It's everywhere, but it's so good.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Yes, it is.
It's like I was just like awkward watching it. Like I couldn't go to sleep after watching
put
it.
some
I
light.
have to laugh a little before I go to sleep. You know what I mean? When it's so heavy, you about to dream all about it and you don't want it in your dreams. That's what that was. It was really good. So that's some of the stuff that we're currently watching.
Yes.
Looking forward to some new things.
Yes.
Let us know what you're watching.
Let us know.
Let us know when you found out about Binge
Come
and what was your
on.
first show you binged.
Yes.
And we want to know if you are a
detective
or
or
a
receiver.
receiver. And how has TV maybe truly added like some good value to
This is
your
good.
relationship?
We're gonna have to make these some
I just want to recap him. He can put them
That's
in
good.
context here.
Put 'em
But
on
just, essentially, because I do believe there's truth in that. We love to dialogue. We love to keep talking about, the TV that we're watching. And it really has spurred on some good conversation.
Absolutely.
Especially when you can partner up with other people and watch it and talk more about it. So,
Definitely.
adding some value.
Woo!
We appreciate y'all. We
did it.
finally did this episode
Team.
with some...
We did it.
With like 2 or 3 errors. So,
We out. Short
For you.
outro.
for
Appreciate y'all listening.
For you.
Talk soon.